tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more. 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was in Arizona, Ranger wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead, and he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the ship...
Come on!
Texas Red is not cleared leather for the
Eat this!
Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron. When he big iron on his hip.
congratulations to a young band of soldiers who shattered NCR records on a combat readiness evaluation at Camp Golf. Go get 'em, guys. In addition, beef prices around the New Vegas Strip have dropped significantly following an agreement between the Ultralux and Brahman Baron Heck Gunderson. Today's headlines were brought to you by Prem. Prem, the other New Vegas. Ladies and gentlemen, this next song goes out from me to you.
All mine. Spotted.
welcome to our program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and each and every one of you is wonderful in your own special way. This just in. Traders from California are being turned away from Mojave Outpost where the NCR is concerned about dangers along Nipton Highway and I-15. In other news, rumors persist about a super mutant refuge nestled high in the ski lodge to the northwest. If you should find it, do not, repeat, do not belittle a super mutant for taking the bunny slope. Promotional consideration for this news program has been paid for by the Ultralux. The Ultralux. Live life in the lamp of luxury. Have you ever been in love with a celebrity? Now, come on, you don't have to be shy. I feel it between us. Sometimes you can't help being mad about the boy.
I know it's stupid to be mad about the boy. I'm so ashamed of it, but must admit the sleepless nights I've had about the boy. Silver stream, he melts my foolish heart in every single scene. Although I'm quite aware that here and there are traces of the sad about the boy. Lord knows I'm not a fool, girl. I really shouldn't care. Lord knows I'm not a schoolgirl in the flurry of her birth. Will it ever cloy this odd diversity of misery and joy? I'm feeling quite insane and young again, and all because I'm mad about the
Welcome back to the Mr. New Vegas show. The show with, in my opinion, which I respect, the best looking audience around. Somebody prove me wrong? It's just about time to get you some news. Merchants are saying that there's been little contact between traders from Nipton in recent days, causing concerns that the isolated town may be in trouble. Also in the headlines, a big congratulations to a young band of soldiers who shattered NCR records on a combat readiness evaluation at Camp Golf. Go get 'em, guys. You know they say that no news is good news, but I think my program would be awfully dull if that were the case. More classics coming right up for you. Stay tuned.
Fine by me.
If you had prepared 20 years ago, you wouldn't be wandering out from door to door. Why don't you do right like some of the men do? Get out of here and get me some money.
Company. You're mine.
This is why
Mr. New Vegas reminding you that you're nobody till somebody loves you, and that somebody is me. I love you. Whoops, better put on my newsman fedora here. A Legion slaver party was wiped out in a failed raid of the Bitter Springs refugee camp, with 2 armed civilians inflicting heavy Legion casualties. One witness said, quote, God sent us 2 angels, and at least one had him a 308 caliber flaming sword of justice with a telescopic sight. One more story for you. Caesar's Legion continues to fortify
All
its
mine.
position in Nelson, where it remains a constant concern for Camp Forlorn Hope and the nearby town of Novak. That's all for now. This is Mr. New Vegas saying, I'm just no good without you. Ladies and gentlemen, this next song goes out from me to you.
All mine. 8. Here.
To cling to be just everything to be my own true love.
run from me. All right. It's over.
Play the guitar, play it again, my Johnny. Maybe you're cold, but you're so warm. I was always a fool for my Johnny, for the one they call Johnny Guitar. Play it again, Johnny Guitar. What if you go? What if you stay? I love you. What if you're cruel? You can be kind. I know. There was never a man like my Johnny, like the one they call Johnny Guitar.
Fine by me.
There was never a man like my Johnny,
Gonna be hard covering you when I can't move my legs.
the one they call
Gonna be hard covering you when I can't move my legs.
Play it again, Johnny
This is Mr. New Vegas fanning the flames of your passion. Well, you know what that means, folks. Time for some news. Good Springs has fended off a mob of escaped convicts after organizing an impromptu militia. This according to an old man armed to the teeth with dynamite. In other news, word out of Camp Golf is that many NCR Rangers can expect redeployment in the near future. One anonymous soldier said it was part of a new strategy. You know, I think all news, whether it's good or bad, brings us closer together. Don't you? Hey, New Vegas, have you ever said you love someone when it wasn't quite true? Sure you have. But you shouldn't, because it's a sin to tell a lie.
Be sure it's true when you say I love. It's a sin.
Can't run from me.
Just because these words were spoken, I, yes, I love. If you break my heart, So be sure it's true when you say I love you.
This is Radio New Vegas, and I'm your host, Mr. New Vegas. And in case you're wondering if you've come to the right place, you have. More news for you. Caesar's Legion continues to fortify its position in Nelson, where it remains a constant concern for Camp Forlorn Hope and the nearby town of Novak. Also in the headlines, a big congratulations to a young band of soldiers who shattered NCR records on a combat readiness evaluation at Camp Golf. Go get 'em, guys. That news was brought to you by the Tops Casino. You'll dig us, baby. We're the Tops. Have you ever been in love with a celebrity?
Those black armored devils
Come
might
on,
be
you don't
new
have
to
to
the
be
Mojave,
high.
but they're butchers like all
I
the rest.
feel it between us two. Sometimes you can't help being mad about the boy.
You know you're traveling with a fucking murderer?
Damn it, too many syllables. How do you spell gesticulate? What do you want? Nothing really. Just trying to psych myself up to try. Oh, you heard that, huh? Okay, so, yeah, I was writing poetry. I know, it's not a very great con-like thing to do. The followers of the apocalypse came to our camp when I was a kid, and they brought a bunch of old books. I used to read pre-war poetry for hours. Have you seen this tribe? If it's not an epic drunken ballad of cracking skulls and hearing lamentations, they think it's a waste of time. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I can find my true calling, someplace they'll appreciate my poetry. Someplace like the old Mormon fort, maybe. Do you think the followers of the apocalypse would take me? I remember all those books they brought us when they visited our tribe. You'd do that? Thanks! I mean, I'd go myself, but what if they said no? The cons wouldn't take me back. Everybody has to do it. Well, everybody who wants to be a con anyways. They toss you into the ring there and beat on you for a solid minute. If you survive, you're in. Sure, maybe not if you're some hulking reprobate like Regis or big to the gills like Jack. I've tried 5 times and still haven't made it. What? You would? Really? Okay, well then, here goes. This one's a haiku. Rad scorpion bites. My foot in the box canyon.
Gentlemen, welcome to our
Ow,
program.
ow,
This is
ow, ow.
New Vegas.
Ow.
Each and every
That's
one
it.
of you is
What do you think?
wonderful in your own special way. Whoops, better
You
put
liked
on
it?
my news
Wow,
manual
you're the first one who ever did.
Unconfirmed reports say NCR's General Lee Oliver
I can tell you they're a bunch of big dumb jerks with no appreciation for art. I mean, can you believe their initiation?
NCR sources say that holding
Sure, okay.
Caesar's Legion has become their main strategic priority, and this
Indulgent.
move would not
Rhymes
be
with
unexpected.
indulgent.
Also,
No, that's
beef prices around the New Vegas Strip have dropped significantly following an agreement between the Ultralux and Brahman Baron Heck Gunderson. Stay classy, New Vegas. Got some Dean Martin coming up, talking about the greatest feeling in the world, love. Ain't that a kick in the head? Sure is. Dino, it sure is.
How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? just like the fella said. Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head? Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in a boat? My head keeps spinning, I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. She's telling me we'll be wet.
Carl's been in a shitty mood since that big explosion at the fort.
I couldn't feel any better, or I'd be sick. Tell me quick, oh, ain't love a kick? Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head?
You're not one of my regulars. What do you want?
New Vegas here. You're all so great, and we're gonna keep you listening all day.
We keep the Great Khans from falling apart, essentially. Jack manufactures the chems. I organize the runners and the shipments.
Significantly following an agreement
We're supplying
between
things
the
people
Ultra
want
Ones
in exchange for
and
things our tribe
Railroad
needs.
Understood.
Don't judge us.
Moving on. A package
We make
courier
regular
found
shipments to a lot of
shot
settlements
near
around the
Goods
Mojave.
Ranks has
A lot of our
reportedly
business
reached
comes from the fiends lately.
and made a full
Personally,
recovery.
I think they're kind of creepy. But Papa likes the fact they get all hopped up on Psycho and harass the NCR patrols.
Mo problems.
Like what?
Am I right?
I'll spare you the history lesson.
Now it's about a guy
Talk to
who's
Papa Khan if you want to hear that story.
here, but deep
Things have been rough for a while now.
good man.
Even with Jack working all the time and my runners making deliveries daily, we're barely getting by. Maybe this alliance with Caesar will help, but... Red Rock Canyon isn't exactly the most hospitable place. There's no food, barely any water, and nothing anybody wants. We used to send patrols out to acquire supplies, but ever since Bitter Springs, there just aren't enough of us left. Sure, what do you want to know? Helpful? What, like bathtub stim packs? What's the point of that? That's touch. Hey, what's up? Helpful? What, like bath? You've got a point. Selling meds to the locals could be a pretty nice side gig. All right, I'll tell Jack to give it a try.
What if you go?
Yeah, you made a pretty good argument. We'll keep it small for now, but if it... Jack handles the small-time purchases. You should talk to him unless you're looking for... Anything else? You look like you could handle yourself in a fix. All right, I'll tell you what. And if you can find out what happened to him... About 3 weeks ago, I sent Anders southeast to find a route into Arizona. He should have been back 2 days ago, but there's been... Thanks. Prove you're reliable on...
Like the one they call Johnny Guitar.
Whoa, new guy. Do. We don't, like, do anything. We make the magic happen. We make the happy stuff. What do you need? Jet, Psycho, a little Med-X to ease the pain? Guess I just had a natural talent for it. When I was a kid, these cats called the Followers of the Apocalypse came to our camp. They knew all kinds of kooky, scientistical stuff, so I ate up all the chemistry they could teach. Diane had the head for business, so we teamed up. Diane's my girl, man. We've been taking care of each other our whole lives, ever since our folks died. Now we keep the cons and caps together. They're family, you dig? They've always looked out for us, made sure we had something to eat and a place to crash. Papa may look like a big angry bear, but he's a softy at heart. Regis is cool, scary, but cool. The rest are all pretty groovy, even little Jerry.
It's me again, Mr. New Vegas.
The other dudes call him Jerry the Punk. That's kind of harsh, though. I think he's just a sensitive soul that needs some love. He's usually down around the proving ground if you want to say yo.
Rumors have surfaced that Top's hotel owner Benny
Huh? Look, man, me and Diane, we don't dig on that politics stuff, savvy? We just make the product and make it get to a good home. Sure, Caesar's a drag, but as long as we got each other, we don't care who the top dogs roll with.
In other news, rumors persist about a super mutant
Diane handles.
high in the ski lodge to the northwest.
Right on. What have you got?
Do not, repeat, do not belittle a super mutant.
Right on. Let's have it.
And that's
I heard from one of Melissa's runners that that chick coded back.
King Cole.
Groot-alicious.
Matters with love me as though there were no
Right on, right on. You're a pretty hip cat.
You never know.
Right on. What have you got? Right on. Let's have it. Groot-alicious. That ought to rake in the caps. What do I owe you? Right on, right on. You're a pretty hip cat. Right on. What have you got? Right on. Let's have it.
Caesar's vet.
Groot-alicious. That ought to rake in the caps. What do I owe you? Right on, right on. You're a pretty hip cat. Right on. What have you got? Right on. Let's have it.
Veterans are making short work of the NCR. Or that's what I hear.
Groot-alicious. That ought to rake in the caps. What do I owe you? Right on, right on. You're a pretty hip cat. Right on. What have you got? Right on. Let's have it. Groot-alicious. Right on, right on. You're a pretty hip cat. Already on it. I whipped up a few stim packs.
Love me as though there were no tomorrow. Oh, my darling, love me. Don't ever let me go.
Pleasure doing business with you.
It's me again, Mr. New Vegas, reminding you that you're nobody till somebody loves you. And that somebody is me. I love you. Well, you know what that means, folks. Time for some news. Rumors have surfaced that Top's hotel owner Benny has taken yet another unexpected leave of absence. We spoke to his right-hand man, Swank.
Do I seem worried to you, baby? Sometimes a cat just needs room to swing. He'll be back. Sure as a conga drum's got a groovy beat.
In addition, listeners have been unable to pick up radio broadcasts from Black Mountain recently. Most are calling the static, quote, a welcome improvement. Boy, the Mojave Wasteland is just a fascinating place, isn't it? You never know what's going to happen next. And now, I'd like to play one of my very favorite songs for you.
Looking for a fix, man?
Watch out! This guy!
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep up the good work. He said to give you this.
Hello. I appreciate how you've been helping us so far.
I appreciate how you've been helping us so far.
Are you here to drop off medical supplies? We're always looking for new members. Does he have any particular talent? Excellent. Ezekiel's been after me to find him a new assistant for ages. Tell the boy we'll take him. Rates of injury and illness in Freeside are very high. Supplies don't last long. Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials. I can't pay you for any supplies you bring in. So far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. If you can convince them or some other merchant to work with us, I'll discount supplies to you. You might ask around at Mick and Ralph's, or go see the Garretts, though I suspect they're too busy poisoning Freeside to help it out. Just come see me when you... What do you want to talk about? More than rough, it's a damn mess. Freeside townies are constantly picking fights with NCR civilians. Thugs and thieves are always looking for a victim, and the local families are just sitting back making caps on the mess. Freeside is in dire need, but no one has been man enough to step up. The followers can only do so much to stem the tide. There is always something needing done. A few souls here in Freeside could be great assets to the community if they'd kick their addictions. We need a regular supply of medicine organized, but the Crimson Caravan wants too many caps for what we need. Lastly, tensions between the townies and NCR tourists have been going downhill fast lately. A lot of innocent people will get hurt if things blow up. Yes, old Bill Ronte and Jacob Hoff. They're not going to kick their habits on their own. Old Bill Ronte is an exceptionally skilled machinist. He could fix the problems we've been having with Freeside's water pump, if he sobered up. The Garretts hooked Jacob on chems when he was working for them. Ironic, since he used to homebrew detox chems. He's a natural chemist. In Freeside, the drunks and drug addicts flock in and around the Atomic Wrangler. I'd start there. Sobering them up and putting them back to work. What do you want to talk about? The big man around here is the King. He has the most influence locally, and some of his crew haven't helped the situation by harassing NCR citizens and charging double for water. Some NCR soldiers have been bringing in supplies, but none of it is going to Freeside locals. I've tried to speak to both sides to no avail.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to me, Mr. New Vegas, and you
Yeah?
look extraordinarily beautiful right now. Well, you know what that means, folks. Time for some news. A big congratulations to a young band of soldiers who shattered NCR records on a combat readiness evaluation at Camp Golf. Go get them, guys. One more story for you.
You know you're traveling with a
Slaver
fucking
party
murderer?
was wiped out in a failed raid of the Bitter Springs refugee camp with 2 arms.
Oh, look, it's the conform... They did? Oh, that's great, thank you. I'm out of this crummy camp.
For Flaming Sword of Justice with a telescopic sight. The preceding segment was sponsored by the Silver Rush. Silver Rush. Feel the rush of a warm laser in your hand. You know, sometimes the journey beats the destination. And especially if your spurs go jingle, jangle, jingle, and you meet some nice gals along the way.
You have chems, buddy? Julie's a saint, but I don't need help. Why stop? I feel great. No word. If I had 2 caps to scrape together, I'd buy them. This guy named Dixon. At this point, I'm most...
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The King says to keep up the good work. He said to give you this.
Hey guys, watch this!
Atomic Wrangler, where the booze is cheaper, the table's more friendly, and the women are just like the booze.
Hello there.
Here's one on the house for taking down Caesar. Serves him right for treating women like livestock. Interesting. Well, you're gonna need to speak with my brother, James. He handles all of the trading contracts and general operations.
Welcome back to the program. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I hope I'm not coming on too strong. More news for you.
Howdy.
Traders from California are being turned away from Mojave Outpost, where the NCR
And
is concerned about dangers along Nipton Highway and I-15.
What did you want to know?
Several unidentified aircraft were spotted flying over the Repcon test site by a local crackpot. He spoke to a toy bear near one of our microphones.
It's ghouls, I tell you. Religious ghouls in rockets looking for a land to call their own. Don't you laugh at me. I know a spell that'll make you show your true form. Cave Rat taught it to me.
Move along, that news was brought to you by the Tops Casino. You'll dig us, baby. We're the Tops.
Cremated around here.
More
There's even
classics coming
comfort
right up for
NCR
you.
Rangers thugs coming along.
Hey, chum. Really now? This is news. We could possibly supply with... They have the tech know-how to make our stills work more efficiently. Pure alcohol? Getting our customers drunk quicker means more cap. Plus, the extra alcohol can serve as surgical disinfectant for their needs. The followers are a good lot. They've stitched up our boys in the past. Good. We can supply them with all the med-X they need. For the fixer, we'll only be able to send over some basic drug components. We're not in the business of getting people off drugs, so we don't really dabble in that side of things. The followers should be able to whip some up with what we have available, though. They just need to agree to fix up our stills and keep them maintained, plus cover the cost for raw materials needed to make the alcohol.
The Legion is back.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around.
Hey.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at
Where the booze is cheaper, the table's more friendly, and the women are just like the booze. Make a brief stop at the Atomic Wrangler. Where the booze is cheaper, the table's more friendly.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs. Mick and Ralph's is located just before the East Gate.
It looks like the Legion and NCR are getting ready for a fight. I hope it doesn't... Looking for a fix, man? Yeah, man. Those cats are out of their domes addicted to my shit. Really? Ah, you're such a saint. You know what? I might be willing to stop if there's something in it for me. Wait, man. You can't go around saying shit like that. Okay, I get your point. You won't have to worry about me supplying those two anymore. Bye.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep up the good work. He said to give you this.
But you're so warm inside. I was always a fool for my Johnny, for the one they call Johnny.
Hey.
Johnny Guitar. What if you go? What if you stay? I love you. What if you're cruel?
I'm so much happier now. Thank you again.
Hi. So you're back.
What? I need a fix now! Fine. If you really care so much, then give me... I'm gonna need at least... Never thought about using that combination before. Should be able to get through this with that.
Of course there is. You're her. And you're still...
Thank God. I thought I was gonna die if you didn't come back soon. I'm gonna head to the Followers' Fort to get some rest and detox. You've saved my life, friend.
From Black Mountain recently. Most are calling the static quote a welcome improvement. Also in the headlines, word out of Camp Golf is that many NCR Rangers can expect redeployment in the near future. One anonymous soldier said it was part of a new strategy. The preceding segment was sponsored by the Silver Rush. Silver Rush. Feel the rush of a warm laser in your hand. Ladies and gentlemen, this next song goes out from me to you.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ruff.
Hungry? Thirsty? Horny? The Atomic Wrangler has you covered.
Come on, man, I'm dying here. What the hell? Why? I need alcohol, man. I'm gonna die if I don't get a drink. The only way you can help me now is a load of detox chems. At least a couple of doses of Fixer, a bottle of whiskey, and I can take doses of Fixer and Radaway to gradually flush my system. This shit. Man, you're one hell of an egghead. If you think it'll work, I'll give it a shot. Julie? Oh, I love Julie. She's such a nice lady. One time I was working on the water pump, and she came over, put her hand on my shoulder, and told me I was doing a great job. Great job, she says. I just choked up and didn't say nothing. Compliments are so rare these days. I felt like I was dying these past weeks off and on, but the worst is yet to come. In a few days, though, I should be free. I'll head over to the Followers and see if they'll help me through this.
Make a brief stop at the Atomic Wrangler, where the booze is cheaper, the taste...
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs. We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people.
So the Great Caesar is dead. Happy news, but I don't know that it'll make things safer. I saw them. Thank you so much for helping them. This means a lot to the followers of the Apocalypse. You have our thanks. If you need some medical supplies, come see me. With Jacob working with us, we should be able to spare a stim or fixer once a day. That's phenomenal. Who did you find? They supply Freeside with drugs and liquor. From my point of view, they're just better organized pushers. Upgrading their stills would increase their supply of liquor and chems. How does that help Freeside? True, we could help addicts, but the cycle of addiction, recovery, and relapse would remain. Good point. We wouldn't be paying anything for their supplies, just a portion of our food waste to make ethanol. We get food from nearby wasteland farmers in exchange for medical services, so we could put our caps back into helping Freeside. Tell the Garretts we'll keep their stills running if they provide us with supplies. Thank you for arranging this. You've been a godsend. Great. How much? Thanks. Thanks for the donation.